I know I got into a conversation long ago, like when I was in college, where somebody I was talking to said that the genocide didn't happen. And I don't know who would have said that other than a Turkish person. Maybe somebody else would have, but I mean, I'm guessing it might have been someone who was Turkish. And I remember being in this very fraught situation with that person. It's happening to me right now as I'm recalling it. Something happened the minute he said, it was a man, the minute he said that, I felt my palms tingling, and I looked down and my palms had broken out in beads of sweat, a thing that has never happened to me before or since.
My own father fought in the First World War, and he switched from the Ottoman army to the Republic Army and fought at two fronts during the Independence War. And I have his medal in my Istanbul apartment. So, but he never spoke about it. I mean, it was like, I wish, with my so-called progressive mind, I wish I could talk to him now. But as I was growing up, these were never discussed. What he fought or why he fought.
You know, that I was maybe 7, 8 when we'd go to New York. So that was always, this activism was part of my family. These same scouts, we would go camping, and we have songs, very patriotic songs that we sing from the Armenian Revolutionary Federation. It's their like youth group and so forth. So the songs are very patriotic and very anti-Turkish. And so, and I thought I would think about these songs afterwards, you know, kind of reflect on, oh, gosh, they made us sing these songs, like, and other than put guns in our hand, but like, it was, you know, it was like, oh, they taught us this hatred.
You know, when I was growing up, history was a big part of my experience, right? Turkish history. Having an historian dad, he was like, you know, taking me into castles, like, you know, old houses, all these things. Like, you know, the land was a big part of it. Like, you know, you can't really feel connected if you're too far away, right? With these people, like, you know, they couldn't be able to have that. So they were talking about it all the time, probably. And beyond that, you know, if you feel something was not right, if you feel that, you know, your dignity were taken away, I guess you would be obsessed too, right?
I grew up in Ohio. My father was an assimilationist and married a non-Armenian. I don't speak anything. Anyway, so I, however, have a sort of a vestige of a real affection for that Armenian family that I saw very rarely as a child, and I heard about the massacres when I was a kid. My grandmother embellished everything and made it sound almost like an adventure. She did not survive. She did not live in Sivas in 1915. She was gone in 1896. She was a young girl when she left Turkey. My grandfather was 19 when he left, but it was in 1909. So, and he was from a much more prosperous family, also from Sivas. They had a big business which had some sort of connection with someplace in Istanbul. And he knew English when he came, and his family lost everything. He lost his parents in the 1915 events.